Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
I just talked to Alan briefly in the support ticket and asked him about merging the accounts. And he said that we shouldn't merge account. We should set up all new accounts. Well, if we do that, doesn't that mean everybody that's got links now is going to have new links?
That's what we talked about Mercer, remember?
Yeah,
Yeah. And Mercer said, well, we'll have to think that through. And I said it might make sense just to keep what we have in the other setup
right.
because you don't want to have to send them all new links.
Right.
So, and I logged into the system and it doesn't I don't see where you set up an account. It looks a little bit different. We need some training on that.
Oh, yeah. Mercer's going to give us that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not exactly the same as theirs setup.
Right.
But it might look that way because it's we don't have any accounts in there. I don't know.
Right. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Mohammed.
Hi, Jeff. You good?
I think I'm good. Are you good?
Can you see
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Can you admit people, or am I the only one?
Where did my chat box go? Oh, there it is.
Am I
Let me
the
send reminders for people who registered. I have 48 people registered for this one.
How many?
48.
48.
Yes, I'm sending the confirmation email so they will
Okay.
get like an alert for that with the link to join us directly. By the way, this is a recurrent webinar. It means if someone registers for any webinar, he will be registered for all the next one. So
So they might not all be joining. They might have joined the other one.
exactly. Some people are thinking that if they do not register for this one, they will have to send us to request a link to register while they don't have to. I just
Hi,
sent
Anthony. We have Brian and Anthony on right now.
Wait, 1 second. What's the name? Brian?
Brian Young is joined and Anthony Carson has joined.
Yes. Anthony and Brian is here. They registered like today. We have 3 new people today, and most of the others are on the registered on the previous. Good.
Well, it's not 7. What we'll do is we'll wait till like 7:05, and then we'll start. So
great.
And can Brian and Anthony hear us?
Well, they are here on the webinar, but
okay.
I'm not sure. I think yeah.
They said yes. I can hear you. Like George Bush, I can hear you now, loud and clear.
Great. Listen, can you make me like CEO post so I can give permission to record for the members? I'm not sure how to do that.
Are you asking me or Scott?
Oh yeah, Scott, you're the host.
Okay, it says it's recording.
Yes, it's recording on the cloud. That's already by default, but we must give members the ability to record on their computers sometime.
Well, if I go away, can you do that?
Go away? No.
Will it
listen, you just have to go to participant. You can find my name, I think, if you click on that more.
Yeah, okay,
make a CO host or make host or something like that?
You would make Mohammed the host or the presenter.
How's that?
Okay, great. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now I can do that.
So while we're waiting for other people to jump on, basically this is new orientation training. We keep it within an hour, so this meeting will end on time at 8 o'clock. We'll leave any questions to the end, unless you have a very specific question that needs to be addressed when we're going over things. We're going to cover how to set up your Giveaway Master account on the Giveaway Masters website. Mohammed will show you how to register. He will show you how to enter the back end of that and see the CRM. We will also explain where you find the onboarding form to have a new client onboarded for a 30-day trial. We will also go over how to submit a support ticket. We will also show you how you can request a calendar scheduled meeting for a member or for a client. And then after that, we'll actually show you the actual product and how it works. And we'll explain what the process is for our team to onboard a client within the 30-day trial. Then I ask that we save those questions till the end. It looks like David Adbrins has joined. I think we lost Brian for some reason. Hi, David. And then can you hear us? Hello. Okay. Let me see who else it looks like. We have several. Deanne has joined us again. Hi, Deanne. And we got some more people here. We have Les has joined us. Hello.
Let's start gathering.
They are starting to gather. So we're going to wait a few minutes just to let some people join the training session here. So we're going to probably give it a few more minutes. Again, this is new orientation training. This is going to cover how to register for your Giveaway Masters website, how to get into the back end, explaining the CRM for you. Also, where to find the onboarding form, how to fill out the onboarding form, expectations and what information we need. We'll also go over how to submit a support ticket and also how you can request a scheduled call either for a member or for a client. We'll also then look at the actual product, how the product works. We will discuss the onboarding call and how we help to onboard the client for the 30-day trial. We ask that we leave questions to the end. We're going to leave about 15 minutes at the end to ask questions. Unless it's, so we're not sharing a screen yet. We haven't started. So we're going to wait a few minutes. Hi, Zach. Zach's joined us. Any questions that are like the affiliate question or the affiliate links or replay or anything with the sales training or anything that Kenny is doing, we ask that you direct that questions to Kenny or Scott Powell. This is new training for members, and it's focusing on your back office, how to onboard a client, what the product looks like, how to use the product, and what the onboarding experience is like for the clients. So I think, Mohammed, we can get started.
Absolutely.
So if you want to start sharing your screen, and Mohammed's going to go into how to set up your Giveaway Masters account and how to register. So we're going to start there. So Mohammed, you can go ahead and start. Okay.
Okay. Second. Let me.
Well, it looks like we might have someone else joining. Yep, we have Tone, if I pronounce that correctly. So hi, has joined us.
Okay, first of all, guys, you are able to record this webinar directly to your computer right after you after you leave the webinar. You will be asked to save that record file into your computer. We'll be sharing the replay of this webinar in a couple of hours after it's over, but if you save it in your computer, that will be much faster for you to get it directly. Okay, let's start anyway. Let me share my screen here. Good. Okay, the first step would be to go to the giveawaymaster.com. For the people who already have an account, they can sync in with their accounts. If you don't have an account or you're still using the old platform to onboard your clients, we're still targeting people who are still using that old platform, and we're sending back reminders and invitation to create an account in this new platform here. If you don't have an account, you click register. Forget your password, you click password, forget here. To create an account, you click on that register. This page will show up. You fill out all the details of your account here. Make sure everything is properly setted. Then you click complete sync up here. You will receive an email to your email to activate your account. That email will contain a link to activate your account and a key. If the link doesn't work, you can activate your account with a key. Just log into your account here, and you'll be asked to place the key to activate your account. So that would be also solution. Yeah, that exactly. Okay, so I already have a test account here, which we'll be working with. You place username, password, and hit login. By the way, many of you are making mistakes. The username should not be with space between it. The username is this one, and it doesn't support the special characters or like space or something. The username is not your full name or first name or anything. You can, to log in with your to your account, you place your username and password, and I think the email address is accepted as well. But there is no space on the username of chat.
Mohammed, could you let them know when they register that it might take a little bit because you have to approve their registration.
When you create an account on the website, you'll have access to the website, some small features like the support desk and the appointment manager, but the member area, which is your simple CRM, will not have access until we approve you. We check that you are a member on our group and you have a subscription with us, because we can just let anyone start onboarding client, because as soon as you onboard a single client, we start creating the platform for that. So we can't just leave such a thing happen slightly. So we verify that you are a member and you have an active subscription with us, so we can activate your account. It shouldn't take sometime it take even just a couple of minutes, sometime an hour or two. It just depends on our working hour and all of that. Okay, important here. After you sync up to your sync into your account, you'll get this homepage of the giveawaymaster.com. To go to your CRM, you click members area here. This page will display. This page will contain all the businesses you onboarded, business or non-profit. Here you can find the statuses. If you have a lot of business and you've been onboarding a lot of people, you can filter them with the pending, which are still in progress, creating their platform, the active or the cancelled one. Well, as to keep in mind that as soon as you get access to your CRM, it will be empty because you did not onboard any client here. But if you onboarded the client on the old platform and we still have the data of that, we will assign those accounts to your current accounts on this website. So some of you will start with a pre-filled CRM with some clients who already onboard them, even if they are canceled. Okay, this is very simple. CRM is very simple. To onboard a new client, you click on this added entry here. Click on that. Okay, this window will pop up. This window will contain a couple of sections that you have to fill out with details about you, about your decision maker, extra notes or anything else that we ask you for. Okay, we have Omar here. Okay, the first section will be the business detail of that business. The business detail will contain all the company name, city, address, a lot of that. All of this matters and is very important. And those details must be proven from an active Google My Business account. How to find the Google My Business account? Google My Business account, it's like an official listing of your business on the Google Maps. So Google will have like a graph chart of your business with all details related to that business. This is an example of a graph chart of Google My Business. Most of you know what's this, and you should be paste this on your daily results on Google. To find that, sometimes it's very hard to do that, especially if your if your listing is still fresh listing. Google will not always show the result globally, so it might take some time to be globally open for results. To find that, you just have to place the company name at first, then you place the address, the city, the zip code, the country, all of that. That's very important because sometimes a couple of businesses will have the same name, and you might be sending the request for the reviews to the wrong Google business account. It means you have to make sure that this is the business that you need and that you want to send the Google reviews to this exact account. So this is very important. Many of you are for example, giving us the wrong name or the wrong address or even the wrong URL, and we'll have to check that manually with you because it's very important. We need to make sure that this is the account that you want to send the reviews to. So what informations we will be extracting from this graph chart here? Mostly everything, company name, country, city, address. On the address field, my friends, please copy the full address here, not just the first part. Full address, place it and copy it here. The web address is easy. The map link, well, the map link is important as well. Here's the map link. When you click on this map, it will lead you to a page. You just have to take that page URL and place it on that field, or directly from this page, you can just copy the link address here. Link address, not the image address. Copy the link address and you place it here. Or if you click on this map, it will take you to this city, to this page here. You can just copy this page and place it here. It's the same link, I think. It's almost the same link. Just copy here or copy it from here. It's not a problem. We just need something. We need a direct link to the exact business that you are looking for. And with this link, there's no way we miss the business account. Okay. Well, I think you can just take an example if you want to. Okay. This is from my country. And on the website. Let's see. Here on the business type, it is non-profit. You can select it. So we have special offers for that. Well, the first section is over. The second section will be the decision maker details. Most of you know what's this. It's the person that we will be contacting during the 13 days tutorial, or to take action or close the deal, all of that. So this is very important. If this decision maker has like special notes or special requests or anything in matter of contacting him or her, you can place your notes on the extra note here. It's the third section. This is very important, by the way. Many of you want to tell us like, please don't contact that decision maker on these days or on these hours, or don't even contacting the members directly, not decision maker. Those are very important notes, and we faced some problem with that. So it's very good practice to give you this extra note field, so you can place all the fields, all the notes or requests that you want us to keep in mind. And here, this is very optional, the logo URL. Sometimes the website you place for that business doesn't have a logo, as you can, for example, this one. It doesn't have like a direct logo that you can take from the website or from any social account for that business. So you can give us a direct link for a specific logo you want us to use. So it's somehow your responsibility to take a look to the website and see if this business has a logo or not. That will help us a lot and save time and make the process much faster, because as soon as we can build the platform without a logo, but the business owner, like decision maker, will be upset or maybe bothered with how the platform is without its logo, and it will not be like branded. So that will be very helpful if you check if your business has a logo, or even if it does have a logo and want to use a custom logo, that's no problem. Just give us the full URL of that logo so we can make it happen. Here on the services, Scott already told you about this, and that we start delivering and selling extra services beside the review platform, and those services are very useful and very powerful. That we'll use like the same principle of how we sell you something in very low price and you sell it as a market price. That will be very profitable for you. I think the only available service on this list is the review video campaign. This review video campaign is based on creating a rap video for your business. We take we create a professional video for like the recent receive it Google review on that business Google My Business account, and we place it on a video. Then we syndicate it to YouTube's accounts, channels, and we rank it on the first page of Google. So that will be very important, and it's very powerful, of course, because it will help you. It will help the decision maker, the business itself, so we can syndicate its content, its formations, its details, contact details. Of course, we are placing all the contact details on the website, on descriptions of those videos, so that will even affect the ranking. Actually, it will increase the ranking of that business on this local search and increase its websites and contact forms, contact details ranking on the results. So this is very powerful in matter of local ranking and listing and getting local results, because we mainly target the city that this business is based on and the neighborhoods of that city. So it's kind of wide local targeting power. I think that's like the last section of the services. The last one here, the giveaway master field, that doesn't belong to you. You don't have to touch this. Just the status of that listing. At the first, it will be pending since we will be working on creating the platform and activating it. As soon as it's activated, the decision maker will receive an email at its preferred favorite language, and we will continue. We'll add you to the CC to get a copy of that welcome email, and the stats will become active. And the 13 days, if we did not agree with that business and we did not close that deal, the stats will be cancelled and bye next time. Okay, I think that's all how to onboard a new client. Just place all details. Every field is very important, at least if you understand what's is talking about. Then you click save after you fill all the details. As soon as you click save, that business will be listing here as this one here, of course with the pending status, as I told you. Also, you will not be able to edit your business after you onboard it. If you need to change anything, just submit it's a support ticket. I will show you how, and we'll be helping you as soon as possible. Well, I think mostly that's how to onboard the client and how to stay in touch with it. We have some options we'll be adding to the profile of each client, but we'll talk about that next week. What we have here, other left here, I added 3 new links, one to the Facebook group and support desk and appointment manager. Those 2 we'll be talking about right now. So we have this support desk. Support desk is very helpful, and it has been improved a lot since the last time. Yeah, I need to take it exactly. So please, by the way, always use the support desk to submit your tickets or your requests, or not questions. If you have like a past question, you can just ask on Facebook. That will be helpful, and we'll get like instant answers. But if you want to change something in your account or request like something that will take some time to answer or to discuss, a case study, to request a code or anything, a customization, for example, please go to the support desk here. It's the same, you can find it here, support desk, and submit a ticket, subject, all the descriptions, details of that request. If the request is related to a client you have here, please take on the ID of that account and place it as well on the details here in the description section. Then you select the department which is this ticket is related to. Then the priority here is normal or critical. If it is mainly, we'll always use the normal priority unless if you have something that's very urgent. I don't know, for example, a portal is not working, a template is not working, I don't know, a wrong Google My Business accounts or wrong details on your client profile here. That will be something very important to us. So you can choose critical, so you can get much faster responding. If it is not, you can just place a normal ticket and hit submit, and we'll be contacting you in a couple of minutes, especially if it's on the working hours, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day except Saturday and Sunday. Okay, I think the support desk is very familiar to all of you. It's very simple. When you start sending your tickets, you can go to the tickets, my tickets here, and you'll find a list of your tickets with their status and the last update, which agent is talking to you on that ticket. Well, the next one is the booking manager here. The booking manager, many of you has problem with that, but I think it's fixed now. That's good. Well, I think the main functionality of the booking manager is if you have, for example, if you want to refer a new member, you want to get your commission, you can book an appointment with that new member, potential member with Kini, of course, because you are trying to request a code for that. So you can just select client appointment request code or welcome call it as you want, then select the employee, the Kini here. You place when your client, you remember, is available between, so we can contact him on that time. Then you select next. Always keep in mind that this appointment manager is working on the Eastern time. It's GMT 4 hours behind. So this is very important for you. You have a tool here that will help you a lot to get the right time zone, and it's very important. Many of you are missing some appointments because they are not getting the exact time zone of that. So well, after you select the service, you go to the time, you select which time Kini is available. If Kini is not available, for example, between 11 and 12, these 3 or these 4 will be gray and you will not be able to book on that, and that is very helpful. So it will higher the chance of you to get approved for your appointment. And yes, of course, even if you book an appointment here, you will receive an instant email for confirmation that we received your appointment, but you still have to wait for that staff, for that employee to approve your appointment or to confirm it, like a final confirmation. That's very important as well. So I don't know, for example, you select this 2 p.m. here. We'll not make it done so we don't bother him. But here on the details of your account, of that contact here, by default, WordPress will take the informations of your SingIt-in account, phone, email, and all of that. But if you are booking this to a client or something, you can place your client's details here and place the notes. The note is very important, and you always have to place some notes on why you want to book this appointment. You can book an appointment for any service you want to, even if you have technical issues with your WordPress website or something. You can book an appointment, select tech support, tech issue, tech support, and select me or Kais or Haytham, so we can help you on that. So as I told you, if this is your account, you don't have to change anything. If it is for your client or a new member, you place the person that we have to contact, and you place his details here, and some notes about this one here. Then you place next, and we're good. If you click next, your appointment will be processed, and we will receive it, and a confirmation email will be sent to you. I think that's all. Here on the appointments, as soon as you start booking appointments for yourself or your clients or members, all the appointments you book it using this login account, they will be listed here, so you can track them, you can cancel them, you can change them a little bit. So that will be also very, very helpful for you. This is the tool that you have to use to get the right time here. So as you can see, this is my time, exact time right now. This is on the EDT time. So that will be very, very helpful for you to get the right time zone. Well, I think that's all from my part. Jeffrey, you're still there?
Yeah, yes, Mohammed, I really appreciate it. So if you want to stop sharing your screen so I can share my screen, that would be great. Thank you.
Wonderful. Okay.
Okay. So what we're going to cover next is we're actually going to cover the actual product. Mohammed, you can see my screen? I just want to make sure people can see my screen. So basically, this is the actual link to the feedback and review request platform that your client will actually use to request a feedback and review. That they will also this right here is the actual form that the client will see to give a feedback and review and a rating. And then what happens is once you submit an onboarding form, it typically will be set up within the same day or by the next day. Once the account is set up correctly, then the support team will actually send out a welcome email to your client for onboarding. And the email actually looks like this. So the client is going to receive an email, welcome them to the platform. It's going to provide them their link to their portal, which they can click. It's also going to provide them 3 videos to explain how to download their portal onto a desktop or a mobile device or a laptop. And it will also kind of show them, how the product is used. Once the client receives the welcome email, then our team is actually going to call your client to make sure that they've actually received the welcome email, that they understood how to download the link onto a desktop or to a mobile device. We will also answer any questions that they may have about the product. And we will also probably have a conversation with them when's the appropriate time to use the product depending on the type of business that they have. So for an example, if they are a place of business where their customers come in and they're in front of their customers like at a counter or at a register, then we will have a discussion on pulling the portal up on a desktop or a tablet in front of the customer and then asking their customer if they can give them feedback or a review. Another example would be if they're like a business service business, like a roofing company, and they have salespeople that are servicing their clients away, then we will recommend that they use the product from a mobile device or a tablet. So after they finished a project with the client and the client's happy, then the sales rep or the service member can pull up the portal from their mobile device or tablet and then request feedback and a review. The way that that works is when they pull up the request, this is what it's going to look like on a desktop or their mobile device. And basically what they can do is put in their client's information, their email. They can either put in the email or the mobile phone number, because the request will be sent to an email or to the mobile device via text. They can also put in, as an example, as an option, the salesperson. And then they'll have a choice of if they want to send it now or if they want to schedule that out. So there's different times that they can schedule that out. And basically, once they fill that in, all they have to do is hit the send button. And that's actually going to send their client or customer a request to give them feedback and a review. And so the way that that would look like, hopefully if this comes into my email, there you see that it came into my email, and it's thanking for the business, and then it's providing the link to go to the portal. So when they click on that portal, then they're going to, this is what it's going to look like for the customer. We can actually customize these colors according to the client's logo and branding. And then what will happen is this information here will actually already be pre-populated because they've kind of already filled that out. And then the feedback page has 3 default questions to keep it simple. So here as an example, how was your experience? And it's kind of multiple choice. So I could choose, you know what, working with Gary was excellent. Would you refer us to a friend? I can say definitely. Then a quick comment section on how can we improve our service. I could just say you are, doing a great job, or however what I want to put in there. And then I'm going to go to the ratings here. So I have a rating between 1 to 5 for the feedback. If I leave 3 stars or less, then what's going to happen when I click the next step, it's going to have an auto response that thanks them for leaving a feedback. It will still give them the opportunity to leave an online review, so we're not gating. However, it's not going to redirect them straight to the Google My Business page to leave a review. What will happen with 3 stars or less is the client will actually receive a notification that they've not had such a favorable feedback, and then your client would have the opportunity to give them a call or email them to kind of resolve, what happened here. If it's a 4 or 5 star rating or above, then what's going to happen is it's going to actually, if I click this, it's actually going to let me go to this page, and then what it's going to redirect me straight into their Google My Business account, and then I can leave a review. So Gary's runs a great business. I would recommend him always, such and such. And then I can post that directly to his review. That's kind of basically how this product works. And I think what's important to understand on the product is the client actually has to have a Google My Business account as Mohammed stated earlier. So the way that you do that is you can look up a business in normal Google search, hit enter. How this business information is on the right sidebar. That means that this business has actually set up their My Google business account correctly, and they can actually receive reviews. If you do not see anything here on the right sidebar, that means that the client has not set up their My Google business account correctly. They must do that in order to use this product. That gives you an opportunity to set that up for your client if you want to do that. Or if you want us to help you do that, we can do that for a small fee. But it's very important that they do have a Google My Business account. The other thing that would be important when onboarding clients is to I'm going to actually stop sharing my screen now. Actually, what also is important about onboarding the client is setting up the expectations correctly to let them know that it's a 30-day trial. The other thing that you might want to ask the decision maker is if there is anyone else responsible on your team that's going to actually use the product, because they might want them involved on the onboarding call with us. So you could actually leave those in the notes in the onboarding form. The other thing is to also set the expectation that they will be receiving a call from us. The call is going to be coming from online review machine, so they don't think that it's a telemarketing call or we're soliciting. The other expectation that I would recommend is to let them know that after the 30-day trial, that they will be charged a fee and that you will be invoicing them directly. So we don't actually get into the invoicing for your clients, but setting those expectations up front allow us to have a better experience in those 30 days for the client. What I think I'm going to do now, because I promised in the last 15 minutes we would answer questions. So Scott, could you help me with some of these questions in the last 15 minutes?
Yes, absolutely. And one thing I'd like to do real quick before we get into that is if Stephen West could come on. I see he's muted himself. If he can unmute, bottom left-hand corner, Stephen, and let everybody know what your day was like today real quick.
Hey, Scott, can you hear me?
Yep.
What's happening, group? First off, I want to thank you, Scott. We spent some time together yesterday on your way back home. Sorry, I have dogs in the background there. And we had a good time, and I set 2 appointments yesterday for today, one at 10 and one at 6, and did a really easy presentation because we're giving it away. And they both signed up, and no static. And and you do want to remind them, of course, there's a $97. That's what I'm charging, $97 after the 30-day. And they were more than willing and anxious to be part of it.
Excellent. Well, it's very important to business owners, their online reputation. If you want to get their attention, they're going to pay attention to that because it's called social proof. So what people say about them must match what they see. And if they're not keeping their reviews updated, then Google actually doesn't favor them. And also Google wants to see that they're working on them, and they have to be relevant and they have to be fresh. From a consumer standpoint, it could be the difference of them getting business or not. So it's a very good entry into working with a business because they're actually going to pay attention to that. So I'm glad to hear that you had a great day. I'm really excited about that. let me start trying to answer some of these questions, Scott, and if you want to help me. So great, it's great to see what the customer sees. Absolutely. We send welcome emails to the members. I believe that we copy the member when we send the welcome email, but what I would do is I would make sure in your notes that you request that. Okay, so when you're onboarding in the notes and you want to be copied on the welcome email, make sure to make a note of that. Hello, how do I write phone with country code?
I
Mohammed?
think Mohammed might be able to answer that one.
Right.
Well, that would be easy. Just search in Google country code for UK, for France, for Australia, for all that. It will be very simple to get that. It's very important because sometimes we get the wrong country code, or maybe our members played the country code not completed. We got like a wrong phone number, and we will have to contact you, and that will be time consuming. So it's very practice to place everything on the right form from the start.
It's important too if it's overseas that we have a time difference. So I think the member really needs to help coordinate when we're able to do the onboarding. And I would recommend the onboarding is done by conference online instead of phone call. You still provide the phone number, but for people that are kind of overseas, we kind of really need to do that onboarding through an online conference call. Yes, they have to be. Yes, they have to be signed into Google to leave a review. Google's not going to allow you to leave a review without signing in. That's with any platform, by the way. Yelp, Facebook, you all have to be signed in.
Yeah, and by the way, Jeff, some of the members asked me about the Amazon reviews. I want to say that, you know, like Google is like the world's most famous platform for the reviews and all of that. So getting reviews for Google would be much easier than get reviews for Amazon, because I think anyone, like, it's very highly probably that a person would have a Google Gmail account, but it's not the same when we talk about Amazon or another platform. So it's possible, but the results might not be the same as getting feedback for Google. Just want to clarify that.
If we get a small franchise, if you get a small franchise, call Scott or Jeff so we can help you with that. But it's probably still going to come down to per location. So the platform is going to be per location. One flat fee. I think. Could someone mute, please? Or one flat fee. I think it's per. Okay. If you run into a franchise situation, they have multiple locations. We'll help you with that. Scott, you want to chime in on that?
Well, I mean, I think if you, before you onboard, Zach, I think would be a good idea. I mean, it depends. You know, if you want to cut them a break, if you get a deal with 15 and you want to cut it from 97 down to 75 per location to help sweeten the deal and get it, then you can do that. But it's up to you. It's your money. And I know Steven is a good salesman. Steven, you want to chime in on that? You still here? What would you do?
Steven? It's muted.
I don't know if he's still there. Can you hear me, Steven?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I was muted. Can you hear me?
Yep.
I'm sorry. What was the question, Scott?
Well, you're a good salesman. If you had a multiple location deal like the one you did today as 20, you're going to cut them a deal on all 20. You're going to get 97 per location.
You know, it's a franchise, and there's different franchise owners that make up this franchise group. So I'm working with the one who, and actually we're talking about a fitness center, and I work out there, so I have a relationship with them. You know, I charge the full 97 after 30 days. Now, if the idea, and I told him, once we get this rocking and rolling for you, I want to look to working with the other franchise group and going to one of your franchise meetings, and I really didn't get into it to that point because there are other owners, but if I do a multiple deal, I mean, I can see giving a 10-20% discount on X number of volume, but quite honestly, you don't have to. I mean, unless they suggest it, I'm not going to suggest it because they're already getting a great deal as it is.
Yeah, that's a good point. You don't have to give concessions if you don't have to. There is value in the product. Plus, usually franchises are individually owned unless they own multiple locations. The only thing that we do say is you cannot go below $59 with the product.
Right.
And the reason is because we will price ourselves under the market value of the product. So it is not allowed to go below $59. I don't like to go down that path because you start to lead with a crutch and you don't have to. So, it's your money, but I would say that I wouldn't discount if you didn't have to. But that's just my perspective on it. Obviously, if they have multiple locations and it's appropriate, then certainly you can. It's your money. It's up to you on invoicing the client, or you can contact any of us and we can help you with that. If you had gotten in here late, make sure that you go to giveawaymaster.com and set up your account, and you can see that from the recording of this training session. The other things that are important, again, is making sure that the business has a Google My Business account. That's very important. We cannot activate the account if they do not have a Google My Business account. If they do not, then you certainly can help them do that. That might be a way for you to charge them something extra to help them there. Or if you want us to do that for your client, then we can do that for a small fee. When I say a small fee, I think that's going to be about $149 your cost for us to set that up for them. And then someone earlier, Zach, asked about the cost of the video package. So you might want to answer that.
Okay. We have a package for up to 48 videos that will show up on the first page of Google. And one thing that I want to try to help make clear to everybody, because one of the things that people think when they look at video marketing is views of the videos, and we're not using the views of the videos as part of the strategy. All right, what we're using our video content for is the content part. All right, because one of the things that Google looks for in ranking a company in the 3-pack is if they're getting reviews, one of the 10 factors. One of the other 10 factors that they take into account is relevant content being posted on a regular basis by the company, about that company. So we're putting out 48 videos in a month, right? In a 30-day period. And your guys' cost for that is $97. All right, that's wholesale. And then you can go sell it to your client on a subscription basis for $197 a month. Now, the training that I got in a tool that I had one time that I use suggested that I make a video and go post it and rank it and then go show the business owner and sell it to him for $197. So that's one of the things that we're trying to help all of you guys understand, is that we're going to undercut the price, the pricing structure in this industry. And one example of that is that out there right now in the marketplace, there are people that are selling videos for $197 a piece for one. We are going to be able to deliver you guys 48 of them for 97, and then you go sell it for 197, and you look at the business owner and say, what would you rather pay? Would you rather pay $197 per video or $2.02 per video? And that is that is an example of how we're going to set this industry on its ear by disrupting the pricing structure, because once the technology comes along where you can mass produce things, then the price comes down. That's just how it goes. And if we don't do it, somebody else is going to. So we're going to do it. And I hope you guys will enjoy the ability to be able to look and to negotiate with your local clients with 48 for 197 when the other guys are trying to give 1 for 197. So I hope I covered that clear enough.
Yeah, enhanced content is very important to local search. So video obviously is going to be viewed higher from Google. And basically these videos actually take the reviews and create video, the reviews in a video format. So enhanced content is very important for local search.
And I will say, Jeff, that we will also custom make videos, but that's going to be on a custom basis. Our package of the 97 videos are actually review videos. And the reason is because we've got the ability to mass market them, so we can get them to you guys so cheap. And again, I can't stress it enough that if we put videos out there and somebody says, well, we don't, see that they're getting any views, that's not the point. Google is getting the views when they're crawling for content. And the other thing, excuse me, the other thing, we spread these things out about 8 days apart, 16 in a run, 3 runs a month for clients that are going to be paying us. The reason that we do that is because we make these videos very long tail, but we put the name of the company and then the word review, and then we stretch out the rest of the titles as long as we can make them. Because then if you put the name of the company and then the word review, then the videos have a nice little habit of collecting together. All right, so we can end up, we've had as many as 10 videos on the first page of Google pretty often. But anybody that's ever done any video marketing before understands what I learned to call the Google dance, which means you can post a video, 5 minutes later it's on the first page of Google, 5 days later it's gone. All right, well, we're going to match that particular strategy with our own to be able to keep videos consistently ranked on the first page of Google by, excuse me, by putting them out in volume. So if we put out a set of 16 videos every 8 days, then we don't really care if some of them are falling off after 5 days, because we're regularly putting content up there. So there's always going to be fresh content that Google can post on the first page of Google. So I hope everybody understands that strategy, and I hope you guys are really excited about the fact that you can go out in the marketplace and have a price that's $197 out there now and match it with $2.02. I hope that's something that all of y'all are excited about.
Yeah, there'll be plenty other services that will be able to help you provide your clients. Obviously, they're important steps. The first one is their reviews. The second is enhanced content on their Google My Business listing, and also what Scott just talked about. We'll also get into site directory management later on. That will be important for local search. Yes, it's a great strategy for posting videos. So we'll be able to help your clients with their digital foundation and move them forward. And then ultimately they all want leads, just like we do. So setting up their digital foundation correctly is going to be the first steps for them to start being found online. And by the way, it all comes down to local search now because of the cell phone. So, and it starts with their Google reviews and their Google My Business account. We have about 1 minute left, so do we have any other questions?
one thing, yeah, Mohammed, could you take the 3 videos that are in the welcome email and post those in the Facebook group, please?
Absolutely, of course. Okay, 1 second. By the way, I want to tell you that the course platform is ready on the website. So all the training on that ClickFunnels website is now available on our website. I'm just doing the last touch here. I think it should be all good.
Good. And I'd like to also invite Marcus to come on real quick before we go, Jeff. I know we're almost out of time, but if he'd like to kind of, excuse me, if he'd like to kind of recap the day that we had, I think everybody would be appreciative of being able to hear what that was all about today.
Marcus?
Marcus, can you unmute yourself?
Yeah, he's coming on. He unmuted, but I don't know if we can hear him.
Yeah, exactly. He has 2 accounts. I don't know.
He said
Marcus had a long day. Marcus came up from Wellington to Raleigh, North Carolina today for a chamber event with us. Is that Marcus? And it was just a great day. He got to meet a lot of people. He got to talk to a lot of businesses today. And he actually made it all the way back home and jumped onto this training session. That's pretty cool.
And
Marcus, can you hear us? Oh,
he says he's about to admit a trial, so good for him.
Yeah. But, Marcus was able to secure a chamber account.
Hello.
Nightdale. And they had a trade show today in Raleigh.
Hello.
And he got a lot of leads today, for sure. And it was great to see him and helping him out today.
Is that you humming, Marcus?
Oh yeah, it's me.
Okay, so yeah, go ahead and
So
give us a recap.
are you playing stealth here and just listening to how good we talk about you?
No, I was just in the middle of something, so it kind of caught me at a bad time. To be honest.
We caught you at a bad time. Hey, why don't you share your day with everyone, and then we'll end the training session.
I mean, for the most part, I just it was a really good learning experience. Like what happened,
Yeah.
The highlight of the day was when that guy talked to Patrice. That was a really big deal. I think that was kind of like the main objective, to get her to really be back on our side. And then, I don't know, it was kind of like a learning thing, watching Scott do his thing. He's really good at that. And then I just kind of followed his lead a little bit. Towards the end, when you left, me and Scott talked to some people, and it was really good. So, yeah. But it was really chill. Everybody, I mean, there's really no resistance talking to those people. They all thought it was awesome. And so, yeah.
Why don't you share a little bit more of the highlight of the day? So what did the gentleman say to the director of the Chamber of Commerce?
So she was sitting there talking. She came by our booth, and then he was this really nice guy who I was talking to at first, and then he kind of, you got there. So me and him were already having a good conversation. And then she walked up, and you walked up there too. And he was like, "Oh, that's Jeff, man. This guy is awesome." And while the president was there, and I was like, "Holy crap. Thank God that guy just said that." So it was awesome.
Well, Marcus, we appreciate you and your hard work in coming up, and we're really excited for you. And it was a great day, and we got to meet a lot of business owners and support the local chamber. And, we got a lot of work to do on following up with all these businesses.
Yeah. Couldn't have done it without you guys. So I think you guys were way bigger help. I mean, it's just watching you guys do your thing. I mean, that was really good too, to learn, because I've never been to one of those things before. So I was kind of unsure what to do, but now it, makes sense. And it's so easy just to talk to those people.
Well, you showed up, and that's the first step, and you did a great job. And we're here to support you, and we're here to support all the other members. And I do like to promise to end trainings on time, and so we're a little bit over 8 o'clock. Is there any last questions before we end the training session?
Only last thing I'd like to say real quick is that I would strongly encourage everybody, if you missed the first part of this, the first thing to do is to go to that Giveaway Masters website and register. And then Muhammad was checking it regularly, and he can approve you. And then once you're there, you can get access to the onboarding form that way. But I would strongly encourage everybody, first step. And if you have any support questions, you can put in a ticket once you get registered on that website. And if you're not registered, the first place to go would be in the Facebook group and tag the person who you feel like can help you, because that's going to help us a great deal.
Well, we appreciate everyone, especially Muhammad. Muhammad does a lot of hard work for everyone, and he and his team, they are just phenomenal. So, Muhammad, we appreciate you. We appreciate Scott bringing the opportunity to everyone, and I hope everyone has a great evening. And we're looking forward to great success for everyone. So, everyone, have a good night. Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you, guys.
See you guys.
See ya.